Abhijeet is a journalist by training with a training in geology, and he is the editor for a online and print magazine that works on environment called Bhavatal. And what Abhijeet is going to talk about, he'll of course talk about this aspect too, but what Abhijeet is doing is very interesting, and it also has some inspiration from the work that Divyanshu talked about earlier. So it's also a small example of how cross-fertilization can happen. And Abhijeet, please feel free to add a little bit more about yourself and Bhavatal.
Yeah.
Thank you.
First of all, thank you, Piyush, Joy, Chavi, and good presentations by Pankaj, Divyanshu, and Shailaja. So this is again like Divyanshu, what he's doing or what his team is doing. We are doing it in a bit different way. Our focus is to make people, like bring people towards nature, towards weather, towards environment. And then, as Shailaja pointed out or said, that we started this and then we came to know this is very good science initiative or community science initiative. So I'll be talking a bit about Bhavatal and then about this initiative. 15 minutes. Yeah. So first of all, Bhavatal actually is a movement. Actually, we want to work towards nature, environment, water, ecosystem and all that. Actually towards sustainability. So you can call it as a movement towards betterment of all these things or all these elements. We work through several initiatives and several means as well. And at the same time to make this interesting, or as the Priyadarshini pointed out, that locally there are so many things, but we are not looking at them. But there are, like, we have got very good geological features, we have got rich biodiversity, but we are not looking at these things. So Bhavatal wants to document this and portray this to the world, because this is such a fascinating thing. There are wonders, but we are not looking at. So that is also one of the objectives of Bhavatal. We do this through several initiatives, that we run a magazine, as Piyush told. At the same time, we run Bhavatal Katta. Like, there are different activists or different researchers. They come and interact with the common man. So that is the informal kind of thing. At the same time, we run some courses. We undertake eco tours. Why that? Because we want to give people different experience and let them understand what we are, like what is around us. Because we are going outside, we are seeing all these things, we are appreciating them, that's good. But at the same time, here there are so many things, interesting things. You won't find them in any part of the world. Especially, I'm a student of geology. So if you see geological features in Maharashtra, there are such features that there is one lava tunnel in Nagar district, in I think near Akole. So there is the only feature in the world, I will say, that is 6.5 crores year old lava tunnel. Because you might find lava tunnels in Japan, in US, but those are of present days. But the 65 million years, 6.5 crore years old lava tunnel, very interesting. People are not aware of that, and we want to give this experience to people. So through these activities, we are doing that. I told about Bhavatal magazine, Bhavatal courses, Bhavatal Katta, and at the same time, community science initiative. And under that, I'll be talking about rain measuring activity. So we started it, as I told you, I started it with just enthusiasm. Let's do something. Let's do something interesting. Let's involve people in some interesting activity. And as that started, Piyush was instrumental in that, because he said that there is some guy who is measuring rainfall in Pune at several locations. People are involved in that. I found that very interesting. So 2021, we published that article in Bhavatal, our magazine. And when I was talking, that was Abhijeet Gandhi. When I was talking to him, I found that so interesting. I said, let us take it to the other parts of the Maharashtra. Bhavatal has got that reach. So we gave one announcement that we are doing such experiment or such activity. And we got very good response. And there it started. So we started with enthusiasm, but with people's participation, people's response, that become a serious activity for us. And now, frankly speaking, that is one of the Bhavatal's flagship activity. And still we have to go a long way to go. So what is that? Activity so far, that is the 2-year-old activity, 2021 we did. So we are 1 year junior to Divanshu's team. 2022 we did, and in 23 we'll be definitely doing that. About 500 participants there, some in 2021, some in 2022, they are associated with this activity. The range is kids to senior citizens. Senior citizen, there is one lady whose age is I think 84, from Sangli, Miraj. She is also part of this activity. She is Manda Marathe. Yeah. Of course, farmers are there. From farmers to entrepreneurs who are in metros, they are part of this activity, and spread is all over Maharashtra. So, how we are operating? First of all, we take registration from people. They register. Then we give online training. So, Abhijeet Gandhi was also instrumental in this. So, we made a good presentation, how you can measure rainfall. I will show video also, small video. After that, people prepare their own rain gauges. Then we give them. In 2021, we had we didn't have our website, good website. We had, but that was not good website, so we are not able to incorporate this activity on that website. But 2022 we had good website, so now we are giving login IDs to participants. They measure their rainfall and they themselves upload it on website, and the data is open for public. Anyone can go on website and view that data, and some kind of analysis Bhavatal team is doing. Mr. Roxy was also part of that, means we had approached him, he also guided us. But the data analysis, that we did some, but a lot more to do. I'll show you a small video. Is there audio? So this is to give them idea how they can prepare their own rain gauge at home. Okay, I'll stop this. So this is how we give them training, online training, and people make their own very good rain gauges. Of course, we are right now we are not looking at what you can say accuracy. Accuracy is there, but our concern is like let us bring people towards this activity, towards nature, towards environment, and towards science. Laterwards, definitely we will be taking care of that. Other observations also people are taking because this becomes otherwise boring activity. Every day doing only this. What next? So we tell them to take observations around cloud, observation related to clouds, weather related to biodiversity, nature, and people are taking very good observation. They are also uploaded on website. There are some output like through this activity, as I told that we want to generate, take people, bring people towards nature, environment, weather and all that. So that is happening. At the same time, families to schools to different groups, they are now aware about weather. They are thinking about weather, they are talking about weather. At the same time, now people have got their own data. Though that is not so accurate, but they have got their own data. We have one farmer participant, Mr. Shinde from Nasik district. I think he's from Sinnar Taluka, or I forgot the village name. So he told that now I need not look at the website, or I need not look at Met department, because I have got my own data. So he was so happy. As I told you, that though that might not be accurate data, but now he is king. He has got his own data. So that is feeling people are getting. At the same time, people are using this data for some other purposes. There is one lady from Pune itself. She stays at, I think, Wagholi, and she want to, in 2021, she wanted to build a home on Nagar Road, somewhere Nagar Road. So what she did, she put rain gauge over there. We said, why you are doing this? Why you are participating in this activity? She said, I want to build a home and I want to do rainwater harvesting. So how I will get data? IMD is not going to provide data where I am going to stay. So I am building my own record. So see, again, forget about accuracy. People are getting connected to all these things that is very important, and that is our like interest. Yes, future plans. So the next couple of years, Bhavatal wants to expand this activity. We are eyeing that in every tahsil, in Marathi we call it Panchakroshi. Like in taluka, it's several places in talukas, in a single taluka. All over Maharashtra, this should be spread, and we are trying to tie up with some organizations. That could be educational organization or some other organization who has got good network all over Maharashtra. There could be Rayat Shikshan Samstha or other organizations. So we are thinking of tying up with them, so that that headache or that job, like contacting people, communicating with them, that will be, they will take that responsibility and will be giving them this input. So that is our aim. So 2025, we are aiming to, like we are trying to go towards that goal. And I don't think that that is difficult task. Again, at the same time, there are some challenges, but I'll talk. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge IMD, Water Resource Department, Aquadam, Abhijeet Gandhi, Nilesh Jadhav, Bhavatal team, volunteers, Bhavatal website team, and technical team, and open for ideas and suggestions. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhijeet. We again have time for 2-3 questions. We have an award for the person who asks most questions. also.
Really?
You already
Great.
knew about that one.
You think so? Oh, then I will ask 2 questions in a row. Yeah.
You already have the award.
Yeah.
I'll just, shall I
Yeah.
show this clip small?
Yeah. Please, then go ahead.
So she is Manda Marathe. She's 84, and listen what she's saying.
याच्याबद्दलच्या मनात कुतूहल होतं, त्यामुळे विजुळ्या आणि मोज्यामध्ये मी खूप प्रमाणात सामील झाले. खरं म्हणजे ही गोष्ट लहानपणी, म्हणजे विद्यार्थी दशेतच व्हायला हवी, पण राहून गेलं, कारण आमच्या लहानपणी भवताल नव्हतं. म्हणून हे आता माझ्या दुसऱ्या बालपणी निदान हे होऊ शकतंय, याचा मला खूप आनंद आहे. पाऊस मोजायला लागल्यानंतर मी तर मोजत होतेच, पण जे माझ्या संपर्कात लहान मुलं किंवा इतर विद्यार्थी येत होते, त्यांना हे दाखवून देत होते आणि त्यातली गंमत त्यांना सांगत होते. आणि काय व्हायला लागलं की पावसाबद्दल आपण खूपदा अशी विधानं करतो, केवढा पाऊस पडला किंवा काहीच पाऊस पडला नाही. तर आता असल्या विधानानं आमच्या घरात थारा नव्हता, कारण मी त्यांना सांगायची की नेमका किती पाऊस, किती MM पडला, हा खूप का कमी ते तुम्ही ठरवा, पण हा एवढा पडला.
That's it. So see, this kind of participants, they are taking this activity forward.
Can you translate that essence of that?
She said that in my childhood, I haven't measured rain till she is 84.
But now this is again next childhood for me. I'm doing this, and I'm taking students or kids around my house to do this activity. And in my house, that is very important. Generally, we say that there is so much rain, there is so less rain. But there is now, we don't do such statements. I give them figure. Today it is so and so rainfall. So you decide whether that is more or less. So no vague answers, no vague estimates, or no vague figures. Solid data is there to support how much rain.
Yeah, perfect. That's beautiful. So my comment was this: I have been following your work for a long time. It's lovely, and I look forward to it. And I think one of the major backbone or strength of your work is that you're bringing it to the masses through your newsletters, through the web portal, and everything. Yeah. So one suggestion I have is that I see that a lot of farmers have taken it up and all, and I see the scope of now that there is some data over the last few years, you have a scope of identifying some of locations which are like vulnerable to landslides or heavy extreme rainfall, which are impactful from agriculture per se, and having a few reference sites, because you talked about accuracy as well. Yeah, so the maybe the rain gauges may not be standardized, or their measurements are not standardized. So the use of reference sites in a few locations is that you can show that okay, this data is accurate. You can compare with the other data also. If it is far off from this, you can say okay, that could be an anomaly or something, whatever it is. So this might be useful at some point for getting government aids or insurance, or there might be scope. I'm not an expert in that area, but I see that okay, you can provide and show that okay, there is accurate data from nearby which shows that okay, these measurements at the farm or at these localities may also be dependable, and we need in terms of extreme weather event or crop loss or something like that, we need government aid or something like that. Yeah, I see a scope for that.
With this, thanks Abhijit.